everyone. My name is Jennifer Conrad. I'm the managing editor of the Arizona Step magazine. Today, we are here with a special guest, our second round of interviews with Janet and Wesley, the co-owners of AZ Chimney Cakes. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
I know, I'm so excited. And I know I was talking to Devin, it's like, I really wanted to get you guys on the podcast, especially like the family. Like, just hearing your story about the chimney cakes and how, like, it just, like, for me, it's like, when you have a business as a family, I mean, that's just such a beautiful story to tell. Yeah. And talk a little bit about why you decided to buy the business. What got you into chimney cakes? Did you like baking before? And how is it working with your kids? That's a lot of questions packed in one.
Yeah, how is it working with your kids? No, those are my favorite days when they're all here. But
it is really fun.
it is really fun. But so how we got here is kind of it's not just like we said let's go do this. There was turns and hurdles and stuff. But we were wanting to build out a space, like a coffee shop. And but we've always had a thing for food.
Yeah.
We've had people over the years tell us we should open a restaurant. And so we just kind of thought this could be the way to do it. And we were looking for space and just kept coming out of hurdles because none of us had owned a restaurant before. None of us had been really in the restaurant world except for Wesley. She's got a lot of experience with coffee. But so after, I don't know, I started to panic. It was about after 4 or 5 months of nothing.
Yeah.
I said, well, let's start looking for something existing. And we came across this. And
They have the full service coffee bar too. So we were like, okay, well that's kind of dessert goes with coffee. Let's do that.
we also thought we could leverage this to kind of then our next endeavor would be Nana's Coffee and Cafe, which is what we originally had envisioned.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. You have a chimney cake and coffee. Mm-hmm. And before, something different, I never knew what chimney cake was. And I mean, I was surprised because when I met you guys, I think I met you and Devin at that first that networking event, and I was like looking at it, I told them, I said, I took the cream. I thought the cream was it, not the chimney cake. Yeah. And Devin's like, no, you need to try it. It goes both together.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I
did this. And then when I did this, oh, this is great. I'm like, I thought the cream was it, but I mean, they're getting but I mean, it's exciting. I mean, you're a year in, and what have you learned in a year of being in this business?
I think one thing we've learned is not that we thought it would be easy, but it's just been harder. We've come upon hurdles, and so overcoming those. But that's good because we've kind of got some things behind us.
Worked the kinks out.
Yeah, getting the kinks out.
Yeah.
And, I have a lot of background in lean and process improvement, and so when we first came in, things were it was a little bit crazy, and so getting things in a natural working order for us was number one. Yeah, cleaning things up and just having things be the way they should be.
So how is it you're a head baker? So walk me through a day in the life of being the head baker.
Yeah, so I come in and I make the dough. So that's usually the first thing is starting the dough. Cinnamon roll dough, that's made from scratch. That's a family recipe on my dad's side. The cookies that I make, so I had probably not baked a cookie since 2001.
Wow.
And had really failed miserably, and finally I gave up and wasn't going to ever make them again. And then I had quit my full-time job and was like, okay, now what am I going to do to start getting ready for the next thing? And I found a cookie recipe in a bread cookbook. Yeah. This guy has a really fascinating story. His name is Josie Baker.
Josie Baker. I love it.
And anyway, so I found this cookie recipe, and I started making the cookies, and everybody was like, "These are amazing." And the first batch that I made, I was just like literally like, wow, because they were so good, and I made a cookie for the first time since 2001. And their dad even said this, like, she made these because through our marriage, I was like, okay, now I'm done making cookies. So now I'm showing up to these family events with these cookies that
Are actually good.
they're actually very good, and people were so. But so yeah, I do the cookies. There's a banana loaf recipe.
Is that a family recipe too?
That came from her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think I mixed a couple banana bread recipes together and found that one, and I really liked it. And then before we even had this place, I sent it to her, and she made it, and then we ended up using it down here.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you guys you just like to try new things. Test. That's amazing.
Yep.
Even
Very much.
the chicken chimney cakes.
Yes.
Yeah, that one she just came up with because she wanted like a sweet and savory.
Yeah.
And that's the barbecue chip one with the coleslaw and the whole chicken.
Yeah. There's a show that I used to watch on Saturday mornings called The Kitchen.
Okay.
And one of the stars on there he was on Top Chef, I think.
Okay.
And he's called the Sandwich King, and that's one of his favorite ingredients to coat things with is crushed up barbecue potato chips. So one day I was like, well, I listened to Joyce Meyer in the morning, and one of the things she was talking about was working with what you have.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, what do we have that we can work with? But the chicken recipe itself is my sister's recipe.
Wow. So it seems like a lot of your family is in the business, like from different aspects, from your kids working with you, but also, just recipes. How does that make that special?
It really is the best part when somebody says, the chimney cakes themselves, the cones, they're very unique, and oh my gosh, that's amazing. But we inherited that. Yeah. But when they comment about the things that we brought to the table, that's when it's really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's so. I mean, it's so good because you're taking this business and you're making it your own, and I think it's just amazing. What's the biggest milestone you've had? I know you guys are just ending on 1 year. Congratulations. What's the biggest milestone you guys had together as a family, especially in the
I
business?
think getting her down here.
No, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just moved, in February, and so it has been a long time coming. I was going back and forth with moving here or not. I was up in Washington State, and then I figured it was really hard to do the social media from a different state. So then I was like, you know what, I'm going to come down here, give it 100%, and really try it out. And it's been working so far. I feel like a lot of people come in and they say that they've seen us on social media, or seen it in Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. And that makes me feel good because I feel like I'm doing a good job. But
you're doing an amazing job because I see some of the things that you're posting on LinkedIn. I mean, in the shots and the photographs. Yeah. I mean, that makes me want to come in and eat a chimney cake.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm like, I am super hungry. But I mean, and that's one of the reasons I gotta get you guys on the podcast. Just the story of just especially you have 4 daughters, right?
Yep.
It's just working together. I mean, what's been like having all your kids in under one? You have them under one roof, but having them all together.
Yeah, because when they're adults, it's harder to have that happen.
Yeah.
But the girls, all of them, they really like each other.
we do.
I mean, they do.
I feel like that's surprising, but we do.
They all they enjoy being in each other's company. They do vacations together.
We have a group message all the time.
Yeah. They'll be talking about something. No, I wasn't in that one. Oh, that's not the one you're in. But just them really enjoying, being around each other is.
And I think we also motivate each other, especially for me with the social media stuff. It's kind of newer for me. And to hear my sisters say I'm doing a good job, or just helping me with events and stuff like that, and put myself out there and out of my comfort zone. It's been really motivating to me because I know that they're in my corner and they're cheering too.
Yeah. No, and I think that's just like that. Just like you guys going into business, that's a beautiful story as well. Because like not a lot of families can say that they love each other and like enjoy being around each other.
Well, I feel like it can go either way. Like,
Yeah.
what's that show like? Restaurant Nightmares or something.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called, but a lot of those restaurants on there, they are like family-owned business,
Yeah.
and you see them like fighting and stuff, which.
That's what Dad
I don't
likes
know
to
if
say.
we fight,
Nobody's been uninvited to Christmas.
Yeah. So far, we're a year in, and
Yeah.
we're all still invited. So.
What's been
Really good.
that's great.
Yeah. She was somewhere with her friend eating. She was like, you know how like after you eat, you always need like something sweet. And I was like, I totally know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
What's been the biggest surprise that you guys had while owning AZ Chimney Cakes?
I feel like that we're doing this. Like I feel like we've been talking
that's-
about it forever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we have
That in
always
itself is
loved food and have been talking like, oh, we should get a food truck or we should open a restaurant, or just hearing from friends and family that we should do the same thing, and now we're
We're
really doing it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And how is the community responding in the city of Mesa? How have they been coming in? And like, do they love the chimney cakes? I mean, like, big support system. How have they been treating you?
I think we've been treated welcome.
Yeah, we
And a lot of people, even from other
You know-
surrounding cities, they're like, oh, can you guys bring one to Queen Creek or bring one to Phoenix or anything like that. So I think it's definitely a positive.
Yeah. Are you getting other like other people coming from other cities coming and trying to?
Oh yeah, we get people from Tucson a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we also get, so there's pockets of folks that are from the Europe, the regions of Europe,
Yeah.
where the dessert comes from, and they come, and they'll tell us we came from Bale and 45th or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, or even Surprise. Is it Surprise?
Yeah.
But yeah, we get that a lot where people.
There's even some people that come here like yearly out of state,
Yeah.
and they come here every time they come into Arizona.
Just coming from the chimney cake.
Yeah,
That's
there's a family that they used to live here, but now they live in Utah, and they come. I don't know what frequency they come, but they've been a few times just in the last probably 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
And they love the Oreo overload. They each get one, but then but they do the ice cream instead of
Okay.
the cream on some of them. But then they order like 5 of them to go. But the dad was here in town doing some work with his work, and the wife called and said, "Hey, we want to place an order online." And the guy, when he showed up, I was like, "Oh." And I said, "Where's the family?" He's like, "Oh, they're at home. I'm just here at work for work." And so he was introducing his coworkers to the trip.
Wow. It's amazing. Okay, my last question. What is your guys' favorite chimney cake? What's your favorite?
Mine's Oreo. I'm like an Oreo lover. That's like
Okay.
my favorite. But I don't, or I try not to do dairy, so I don't do the soft serve with the
Okay.
Oreo cream.
She's
So I'll just
allergic
eat
to
the
calcium.
cone. Yeah, I just eat the cone, and it's so good. But also the s'mores cookie recipe
Okay.
is my recipe.
That's your recipe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's so good. It's honestly the best cookie ever.
Okay. Plug s'mores.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
So my favorite has to probably be the coconut cone
Okay.
with coconut cone with just coffee. So like nothing inside of it, and a cup of coffee is really good. But if I was going to put something inside of it, the chocolate ice with the chocolate gelato is really good.
Okay.
Or one of the sorbets is really good. The chocolate it's just very light and fresh.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Where can they find you guys? And where can they find you? And where can they follow you on social media?
Yeah, Instagram is at AZ Chimney Cakes. TikTok is at AZ.ChimneyCakes, and then Facebook is just AZ Chimney Cakes.
And where can they
Right here.
Right
Yeah.
here. Just come in and you ask for the head baker.
Yeah. Spend most of my time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah,
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Yeah.
for opening your doors.
You bet.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Now, are
Awesome.
you having a treat?
Yes.